Today, we've got a massive emergency video for the Bitcoin price because we recently saw Bitcoin lose the 60k support level, and right after that we tanked hard towards the downside and found support at the 57.5k level. So in this video, we'll be talking about the recent price action and what we could expect in the next couple of days for the Bitcoin price. And also, I'll be giving you guys my honest opinions and thoughts for the market and for the Bitcoin price. We'll be talking about the short term, mid term, and long term. So we have a lot to discuss right now, and I'll try to be as authentic as possible in today's video and discuss what I am expecting and what is my current strategy or game plan with the market right now. What am I doing? All of that will be discussed in this video, so pay close attention for the Bitcoin price. So right now we are in the daily time frame, and as you guys can see, if you take a look at the shorter time frames like this one, you guys can see it looks pretty terrible for Bitcoin. We have been crashing for the past couple of days, and recently we also tanked hard towards the downside. We lost support at 60k, and we right now bounced at the 57.5k level. So what is going on? Well, if I were to give my honest opinions in the short term, actually the Bitcoin price action still looks healthy, and we are still located within this blue zone, which is a support zone. As you guys can see, this ranges from 57.5k until 60k. So this general zone is a support zone, and I am expecting Bitcoin to bounce off of this level. It only gets concerning when we do see Bitcoin lose 57.5k. So that is why it's going to be very important that Bitcoin holds 57.5k as support at all costs, because if we lose 57.5k as support, if we fail to hold this level as support and break below that level, that is when things may start to get a bit concerning, because we may see Bitcoin tank towards the downside and dump essentially to this next major support level, and that is at around 52.2k. So look out for that level if we break below 57.5k. I have already discussed this in my previous Bitcoin video, but let me just reiterate it to you guys. I have said this previously that I'm expecting two scenarios to play out for the Bitcoin price in the long term. So the primary scenario I'm expecting for Bitcoin is we may essentially see Bitcoin trade within this range between support and resistance between 69k and 57.5k. So this is the general range to look out for sideways price action. And then I believe that as we move on through the timeline, we're eventually going to be seeing Bitcoin break above this resistance zone and continue the overall bull run. That is for scenario 1. But for scenario 2, it is a more bearish price action, and we'll be expecting Bitcoin to break below support right here and move down to 52.2k. Now, this could also be very bullish, because once you do touch 52.2k, this is an order block. So this is where we may observe high buying pressure for the Bitcoin price. So once you do reach 52.2k, we may scoop some liquidity over here, and then have that final reversal back towards the upside and continue the bull market. So essentially, these two scenarios are still bullish at the end of the day, because after some bearish price action in the short term, we are expecting Bitcoin to bounce off and continue the bull run. So again, if we do zoom out, I'm not worried for the Bitcoin price because it still looks healthy, if I were to be completely honest. In my personal opinion, or this is my opinion, I'm not saying this as a fact, but as an opinion, I believe that we are still at the early stages of the cycle, and I believe that there is still more to come. I believe that we haven't seen the true bull run yet, and we haven't even seen alt season yet. So that is why right now, my game plan for now is I'm not looking at my portfolio, because at the moment it hurts. I'm down bad, but I know what I hold. I know that I have high conviction on my altcoins. I'm holding them, I'm not looking at them, and I'm going to be coming back after a couple of months when everything starts to recover. So that is my current game plan. I'm not touching anything, and I'm just holding tight, and I'm not taking a look at my portfolio at the moment. But I still have high hopes that we are bound to see higher prices for the Bitcoin price in the future, and I'm still expecting Bitcoin to top off around 150k in this cycle before entering the ultimate bear market. Now, if we do move back in the daily time frame in the short term, you guys can see we have dumped towards the downside. Now, you know what's crazy is the moment we saw Bitcoin lose 60K as support, we dumped straight towards 57.5K and found support off of this exact price level, which we called in my private Discord group. As you guys can see here, we have said this yesterday. I gave an update in my private group on Discord. I said short-term update, if we do see Bitcoin lose 60K as support, we could see Bitcoin dip towards the 58K region, which we did, and then we bounced off of this exact price level, which is pretty crazy. So if you're serious about making money in this market, you can no longer do this alone. You need a group of people. You need that network of people who would supply you with value, who would supply you with information, and who would help you spot opportunities in this market. And that can only be accessed in my private networking group over on Discord. This is called the Swan Group, where I release weekly market insights and updates. The reason why our members are growing rapidly is because all we do is provide value with one another and help each other elevate in this market. So if you're not in this group yet, you're missing out. So be sure to join through the link in the description and act now.